This person is thinking about the moment that they met you, and they are filled with a sense of certainty that a spark of recognition that happened in that instant has only grown more intense and has created a determination within them to not let this opportunity and this moment pass them by. And with this energy of meeting you is the best thing that ever happened to me, it feels like this person is sort of thinking back about that time period when they first met you, when they first interacted with you, and they're noticing that there was almost like a trail of breadcrumbs, little signs and synchronicities that had led them to the exact moment when you met. And there's a sense of almost feeling that there's a higher purpose for all of that. So this is somebody that it feels like at this stage of your connection, they are trying to kind of tap into that sense of purpose when it comes to moving with intention towards you. They don't feel that it was just an accident or a coincidence that the stars aligned in such a way that it created the right time, right place moment for them to meet you. This is somebody that maybe you aren't even aware of this, but they almost didn't show up to a particular location. They almost canceled. They almost did something different or went somewhere else. And they followed this little nudge within to follow through on a commitment that had been made, to, stick with a plan, or maybe this is somebody that even changed plans last minute. And so they found themselves in that circumstance where, aside from kind of the mundane aspects of whatever were going on that day, they met you. And this is something that is helping this person to, again, sort of think of like the higher purpose of all of this. It's more than just serendipity. It's more than just that happy coincidence. This is somebody that is feeling that in some sort of way, they were guided by a higher level of understanding. They followed certain instincts within to position themselves in just the right place and moment. And aside from the material circumstances, there was an unexpected gift. And that unexpected gift was meeting you. So this is somebody that is sitting in kind of a soul searching, a very reflective energy at this particular point in time. They feel that every experience they've had so far with you, maybe these are even just like times where they're thinking about you or things that they've experienced outwardly, there's a beauty to that. Even if you're still in the process of like getting to know one another, finding ways in order to like make this connection work for the two of you, this is somebody that feels ever since that day, no matter the ups and downs of the journey so far, their life has dramatically improved. This is somebody that wants to hold on to this opportunity with you for dear life. They don't want to hold you back. They don't feel that this connection holds them back in any way. And this is someone that is very proactive about sort of leaning into that center of intuition within, that instinct, that place where the synchronicities and the serendipities emerge from, in order to fine tune the ways in which they are moving in this connection to include that higher guidance so that they can be careful with these next steps with you, and to also enjoy the fullness of each and every moment of what they feel is a very beautiful blossoming and unfolding connection between you. I also have, I'm walking away from toxic situations. This person is making changes behind the scenes, internally, even in the life that they are living materially, that can look like very different things for everybody, with this connection as the inspiration, the motivation, the guiding principle for taking leaps of faith that they might not have otherwise done at all or at this point in their life, and also to get very serious within themselves about asking those deep questions. Are they ready for what happens next with you? That it was no accident you were brought into their life in the way that you were, and so they understand that this is a gift, this is a blessing, this opportunity to get to know you more, to connect with you more, to experience you more, and to be experienced by you. And they also understand that in order to step fully into whatever is possible between the two of you, It's going to need some sort of dynamic change on their part rather than waiting for, things to kind of fall apart and them having to sort of scramble to pick up the pieces and try to redeem themselves. This is somebody that is very honest about things in their life which are able to be changed in a way that opens doors of opportunity between the two of you, but ultimately serves like a better purpose for them, changes things for the better in their life because they feel meeting you has been a change for the better. This is somebody that really wants to not just kind of like wait on divine timing, but to seize the moment in order to push themselves out of a comfortable and yet disappointing cycle that they have been stuck in within their life. Maybe this is even just a relationship that they've had with themselves for quite some time. To clear out all of that clutter, to shift the energies, the experiences, the things that they're exposed to, who they are involved with in different ways in their life, that can be professionally or personally, in order to create more harmony and more balance, a nurturing space in their actual reality and in their internal world, so that as things progress between the two of you, it creates the most nurturing circumstances possible so that there is a greater likelihood that this connection will thrive, as opposed to being something which, kind of grows a little bit but then hits an obstacle which is unable to be overcome, or which becomes a deal breaker between the two of you. We also have, you always know what to say to make me feel better. So this person looks forward to conversations with you. They look forward to chatting with you. They look forward to hearing about your day. Nothing you could say is like too weird or too boring or too much for this person. They don't think that you're too chatty. They don't think that you're too passionate. They don't think that you're too intense. This person loves when you express yourself with no filter. They love the way that your mind works. They love the way that you are an emotional person and you don't hide that from yourself or from others. They love your perspectives on so many things. It's like this person hangs on to every word. Things that you say, even just things that you're sharing about your own sort of ideas, your own opinions about things, or maybe experiences that you've been through that you've opened up to this person about. There's been a healing quality in that, because it's like they can empathize with certain things, but you also sort of turn them on to a different perspective. It feels like this person has kind of like opened their heart space in ways that you're not aware of. The power of your voice, the tone and frequency of your voice, the words that you use, the way that you express yourself, what you choose to focus on and what you choose to dismiss or kind of pluck away from your attention. All of that is a combination of things which it feels like activates something within this person that encourages them to sort of filter out negative self-talk, to look around and to become very determined about the ways in which they speak life into layers of their own life that had been stagnant up to this point in time prior to meeting you. So this is somebody that not only is like attracted to you on like a physical level, a sexual level, an energetic level, but they are deeply intellectually stimulated by you as well. We also have, it's hard for me to trust people. Yeah, so this person, it feels like they are a deep thinker. This is a very emotional person. And in the past, when they've opened up to people about that, when they've let people into that internal world, it feels like most people have not been able to kind of swim in those deep waters. This is somebody who in the past maybe felt very lonely or very like ashamed of certain parts of themselves because it was too much for people. It's like people just didn't get it. They didn't get who this person is, or they judged kind of the deeper interior qualities of them. And so this is somebody who has kind of trained themselves to just kind of live behind a mask. They've told themselves that, maybe they've got like a friend that they connect with very deeply, or like a family member, maybe like one person or a couple of people that like know the real them. But the rest of the world seems to only be able to kind of resonate with or connect on that level of like a performative aspect, something where they hold a lot of themselves back. And yet with you, there is something that is being coaxed to the surface. Intellectually, you're able to keep up with them. energetically you're able to keep up with them. There's a feeling that you might be the type of person that they can open up to in ways and kind of like talk about things, express parts of themselves or their personalities that is just not able to be done usually. And that goes for like romance, but it feels like just friendship, just people in general. Just a lot of people don't understand this person. They just can't comprehend them. It doesn't compute. And so with you, it feels like that is sort of one of the added bonuses here. You are high-minded enough, you're a deep enough person, you're an intelligent enough person to have conversations with beyond just talking about the weather, talking about politics, talking about this, talking about that. Like, this is somebody that feels like you could get lost in conversation for hours and hours and hours, and it would feel like the best use of time, not a waste of time, but a use of time. And so this is somebody that is looking forward to speaking to you more, to letting you see the ways in which their mind works, and to also being in the right position energetically and actually to gain that access, for you to gift them access to more of an experience of how you experience the world. We also have you are my heaven on earth. Yeah, so this person is falling for you every day. They fall a little bit deeper. There's something else that they kind of see about you, they consider about you, something that comes to light that helps this person kind of like soften inside themselves. You help this person to relax. You help this person to feel like connecting with you is not just something that satisfies kind of an urge they have had to squish out a level of loneliness that they've carried inside for a very long time, but that connecting with you is something that kind of illuminates a staircase to a higher possibility in life and in love. This is somebody that feels that they are very grateful to just have even met you as a person. Like, as a person, you're very fascinating. You're somebody who's very endearing. You're somebody that has definitely proved to be sort of one of the best experiences that they have had so far. You're very unique. You're very unlike other people they typically encounter or typically connect with. And that, in many ways, is kind of a blessing for this person. You help this person to kind of have a space where they can experience those deeper layers of human connection than is ordinarily the case for them in other areas of their life. So this is somebody that is wanting to, make that effort in order to really let you know through their enthusiasm and kind of an increase in the frequency of contact with you that they see you, they recognize you for who you are and for the blessing that you represent in their life. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. Like or comment to claim these energies. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more content that I put out here. Don't forget to hit the bell button to get notifications every time I post a new video. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link for that below. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.